Hey guys, Ryan, Teddy, and Ryder here. We just wanted to show you basically how we place a feeding tube, because last night the feeding tube that we had for about a few months now.
A few months.
Yeah, had a hole in it, but as far as feeding tubes go, that's actually like a really long time, so it's tough that we have to do this to him, but at the same time we do feel like it's a necessary evil, and definitely if we had to pick one thing that we've done to just really help Ryder and support him, then it would hands down be the feeding tube, because without it there's no way that we could give him the juice and all of the other supplements.
Can't tell him to slam this glass of carrot juice and take all these pills several times a day. So yeah, this has really been everything. I didn't want my kid to have a feeding tube when this all first happened, but when I realized that that was the only way we were gonna get serious about all this other stuff, then yeah, it was a no-brainer. And
it was also the advice that basically right when we got the diagnosis and we came home and we desperately started calling around. That's my nose. That was pretty much the most consistent advice that we got, was if it was my kid, I would get a feeding tube immediately.
Or it was my kid and I did get a feeding tube, and
right, exactly.
He's alive 10 years later.
Exactly, or 20 years later, actually.
Yeah.
So that's basically why we got the feeding tube. It was kind of a big fight initially at the hospital, and we got visited by administrative staff that I'm sure most patients go their whole stay without ever meeting, but that's okay. We got it. We prevailed.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been almost a year, and it just is a very routine part of our life. So
he doesn't notice it until
we put it in.
We got to put it in, which it's a couple minutes of pain, and
yeah,
and it's back to business. He gets over it.
So anyways, we just kind of want to show quickly how we do it.
Yeah, real quick. This particular feeding tube is the Frederick Nelson by it's Cook Miller.
It's
right?
a Frederick Miller. We always call it a Frederick Nelson for some reason, but it's a Frederick Miller feeding tube, and
Cook Medical.
Cook Medical. Our hospital special orders it for us. They'll just kind of by default give everyone like a cheaper tube. But they always clog, and you have to change them no matter what, every few weeks to a month if you're lucky, but really it worked out to be once a week for us. So this
one's, like we said, lasted a few months.
Yeah.
Just this last one, and that's been kind of the trend.
But it's not perfect. It still gets clogged, but we basically put everything through a sift strainer. So
do another video for
that. Okay. Anyways, Frederick Miller feeding tube. This is it. Ryder's is an 8 French, 70 centimeters long, but obviously they make them bigger for bigger people. Okay.
All right,
so,
dude.
do you want to lay him down here, and I have my supplies here. All right, buddy.
All right, buddy.
You want to touch my nose? It's okay, bud.
And yeah, I usually just kind of hold him down and try my best to comfort him, which doesn't really do much, but...
And I'm not going to lie, this does suck, but like we said, it is what it is, so... Alright, so I start off basically by just putting the stickers on his face. It's one less thing to do when we're putting the tube in. Let's see...
And these little dot stickers are the way to go versus the big thing of Tagaderm or whatever it is that goes over your whole face. That was chewing his face up pretty good, but ever since we switched to these, he's had a lot better time.
Oh yeah, and these are Salter Labs, and we actually special order these too from Amazon. It's like $40 for a box of 25 sets of 2. So well worth the money.
I think we do get some from the hospital, but it's just
they're
never
pretty
enough.
chintzy with it, yeah. Alright, so first I have to measure to make sure that I'm going to put it in the right length. The first, it's okay, buddy.
All right, bud.
The first measurement is to his ear. It's okay, buddy. I'm not doing anything yet. And then the next measurement is from the ear to his stomach, which is on the left side over here. So this is about the length that I have of how much actually has to go inside of Ryder's body. I always cross-check it, so I'll be right back. I'm going to go do that. Alright. I think I'm pretty good. So at this point, I'll basically put a new syringe on the end of the feeding tube because this is basically what I'm going to be using to check placement. We also order our own syringes at this point because we use a new syringe every day and the hospital just wasn't giving us enough. So we found out that Amazon has exactly what we need, so we started ordering them. The feeding tubes, I think, are the only thing that we cannot actually get from Amazon.
Yeah,
and we have tried.
Prescription.
Yeah. But that's fine because our hospital is like really awesome about ordering them for Ryder whenever we need. Alright, so here we go.
You got a little Vaseline or something on there?
Oh yeah, and I put lubricant on it. It's just a standard lubricating jelly. Alright. Here we go. It's okay, buddy.
Alright, big man.
Try to be fast, okay?
It's okay, bud. It's okay. It's okay. I know. Alright, bud.
Hey, buddy! Buddy!
You did it, man. You did it. You did it.
I just have to check the placement, okay?
Alright, man. Alright. It's okay, bud.
Stomach acid.
Checking for a little pop sound with
buddy.
stethoscope.
Come here.
Alright, bud.
Come here. You did a good job. You did a good job.
Good job, bud.
Can I just get this sticker?
Alright.
That was it. That was it.
Alright, bud.
That was it. Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm going to give him his reward and basically nurse him immediately afterwards.
Yeah, so, you know.
As you can hear,
He gets the breastfeeding and he's back to business like every day. So again, not the best process in the world, but you do get through it, and the rewards are an incredibly healthy kid that we're very lucky to have. So that's it for this one. Thanks, guys.